A really cool Alakazam deck did well in a City League recently in Japan. It actually pairs Alakazam with a Chandelure, which gives you extra draw, but also gives you an extra attacker. I'm excited to show off this really cool Alakazam Chandelure deck. Let's go check out the deck. Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new Pokemon TCG Live video, and today we're looking at a really interesting Alakazam deck that I saw over in Japan, and it was pairing it with Chandelure. Now, these two cards do have some cool synergies together. Chandelure is technically a draw card, and it gives you an extra attacker, and it's a fire type, which honestly isn't bad right now against stuff like Gholdengo. Now, I think this is just honestly a worse Alakazam Dudunsparce deck, which is why I classify it as Bad Deck Friday, but I do think the deck is fascinating, and I still wanted to highlight it here on the channel because it's a really cool deck. So Chandelure is your secondary option in the deck. It's got the ability Alluring Light, where once in your turn, you get both players to draw a card, which obviously does help your opponent, which is not ideal, but at least it does synergize with its attack Mind Ruler for 1 fire energy. You do 30 damage for each card in your opponent's hand. Now, Chandelure does provide a couple things. One, it gets to attack under Mist Energy, which is kind of cool. So if your opponent puts Mist Energy on, you can't Refine it. You can knock it out with Chandelure. Pretty good against, like, Mega Kangaskhan if they don't ever Iono. They're going to have a gigantic hand. And really good against Gholdengo to give you an extra attacker, as it is a Fire-type Pokemon, which is one-shot Gholdengo. Even like against Dragapult, this could be decent. If your opponent doesn't Iono you at a good moment and they build up a big hand, you can catch them lacking with the Chandelure. It also does give you an extra card for Alakazam's attack, which is pretty cool too. And yeah, Alakazam is our main attacker, obviously with powerful hand. Place 2 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon for each card in your hand. We all know the strategy here. Just build up a giant hand with Alakazam's ability, Kadabra's ability, and the Dunsparce. The deck still plays the Dunsparce, but a very thin line of the Dunsparce, only a 2/2 line of the Duns, which also, like, it doesn't hurt. It does hurt the deck's consistency, but I still think the Dunsparce you kind of need in the deck. Obviously, Fez is still in here, though. You don't want to always bench Fez, as it does lose you the game from Boss's Order. But yeah, it's a really interesting concept, and I want to try out the Chandelure deck. I haven't done a video on this card, maybe. I've done one video on this card, but, I mean, it doesn't seem like a bad partner for Alakazam. I think Alakazam with an extra attacker isn't a bad idea, and Chandelure could be a pretty cool option to try out in today's video. Now, before we get in the video, big shout out to the sponsor, Card Cavern TC. If you're looking to get any Pokemon TCG Live pack codes, get them over at Card Cavern. If you're looking to get any Phantasmal Flames code still, or any other older set code, IRL singles, product, anything like that, Card Cavern sells all of that over on their website. If you get anything over there at the checkout, use my discount code LEF for a 5% discount on your order. Help the channel. Help us afford. How about Card Cavern? Shout out to Card Cavern. Check them out down in the description below. Also, link down below is my second sponsor, TC Evolutions. You want to get any of the awesome product over on their website. Their dice, damage counters, ability markers, great stuff to have when playing IRL Pokemon TCG tabletop gameplay. Check them out. If you get anything over there, use code LEF for a 10% discount at the checkout. Shout out my 2 sponsors. Link will be in the description down below if you want to support the channel. Also, my second channel is linked down below for even more content from me too. I just looked at the best anti-meta decks you can build and play right now in the standard format. So check out my second channel, and why not subscribe down here to the main channel? It's completely free, and like I said, we're on the road to 86K/90K/100,000 subs on the channel. All right, yeah, here's the list. I maybe made like 1 or 2 changes from the list, actually. I think I might have changed a 1 or 2 card. I have a Psyduck in my build. I don't think I play the Budu. I didn't think Budu was necessary. Yeah, I cut the Budu. The Budu I didn't really think was that great, though it does actually have good synergy with Chandelure. You can Itchy Paw on them and build up your board. So maybe it's worth keeping Budu in the deck. I cut it, though. I didn't think Budu was necessary in this deck. Maybe it's good because it technically works well with Chandelure, because they have a bunch of unplayable cards that clog up their hand to make Mind Ruler do more damage. The one downside of this deck is a lot weaker to Iono than regular Alakazam, just because you don't have as many Dudunsparces, so like theoretically your board can be a bit weaker against Iono. Even though Chandelure does draw you a card, it's not doing much. I mean, it's drawing you 1 singular card, right? So this deck is still a little susceptible to Iono. Still playing Battle Cage in here, obviously, to stop the monkeys and the Phantom Dives and stuff, which is still pretty important to have Battle Cage in the deck. Regardless, Refine's going to be our enhanced hammer of choice. You discard a Pokemon tool and a special energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon. Obviously, this card is just here to discard Mist Energy. Like I said, we do have Chandelure, so we actually do have another way to deal with Mist Energy, but the Refine is in the deck to help you out too, alongside Pal Pad to reuse it, so you technically can Refine twice in a game. The downside with Refine, though, over Hammer is that it's a supporter card, so you actually burn your supporter for turn. It's a little awkward. The deck also plays for Lillie as its setup engine. I think Lillie is fine in here. Seems decent as a setup engine. This is what the deck ended up playing. I didn't want to make too many changes from the actual list that I saw at the City League, but the Lillie is an interesting idea. One thing I wouldn't mind playing this deck is actually for Rare Candy. I know there's no Budu, which maybe could have been the substitute for Rare Candy. But I really want to play 4 Candy in the deck. That's one thing I really missed about this deck, was not having 4 copies of Rare Candy, because it seems pretty good in this deck to have 4 Candy, so you can like aggressively get out Chandelure and stuff, and Alakazam when need be. But yeah, let's go show off the deck and see what this combo is all about. All right, we are going second. My opponent opens Fez. We actually have an okay hand. We got Litwick, Abra, Nest Ball, Dunsparce. We can probably just find a friend here and look for probably a Dunsparce, I guess. Yeah. I wish they handed a little bit more draw on it, though. Something missing. Let's see what we're playing against here. They got the Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Ooh, it's a Terra deck. Okay. Could be Terra Box. I mean, if they have Owls, I'm respecting Wellspring, though it could be Raging Bolt, obviously. I guess we're going to see they're getting that Ditto, which means they're going to go into the Ditto, which means we're going to see if they have Wellspring or not. If they do have Wellspring, it's a little annoying. I guess, like, if I find a friend for the Dunsparce, my active's going to get killed. I don't really have anything else going on in the hand. So maybe it's slightly more concerning than I thought. We'll see if it's Raging Bolt, though. We have a pretty solid hand, apart from just having no real draw. No Kadabra, nothing. Okay, Water Energy. All right, they do play Wellspring. That is 100% going to be a Wellspring in their deck. All right, cool. So, yeah, hopefully we got Shaymin. There's the Wellspring. Pretty sure I put Shaymin in here. I can't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure I put a Shaymin in the deck. Oh, there's a Dunsparce. Yeah, okay, good. I was like, make sure we got it. Now, my hand is still not great. I could get... I gotta do something here. Honestly, I probably could just retreat into Litwick. That's probably just the better play. I'm just gonna get Fez. Probably was better to retreat into Litwick there. Just sacrifice Litwick. Just to have the option to... And then we get to Dunsparce. And it was probably overall better. Because then I gotta put a Fez in play, which I don't really want to do. But I don't know. Maybe I should have retreated into Litwick. I probably should have. And then just Dunsparced. We're probably going to give up at least 2 prizes before we get going. Just because we've had such a slow setup. And maybe... I don't know. Maybe I don't want to bench Fez, actually. We can get stuck in the active really easily. I should have just went to Litwick. That's probably the better play. Probably better to go into Litwick here and see what happens. We'll promote the Abra, and we'll try to get something going here with Fezandipiti. I think that's the plan. Would have been better to just leave get another... Yeah, it would have been better just to have the Dunsparce here to draw more cards. But I guess they could have still bossed me. They haven't played a supporter yet. I mean, they could gust my Abra. We could get Chandelure out, though. At least we have another attacker ready to go. And they're going to play a Lillie's Determination. All right, no boss. So we are going to keep our Abra. We get Alakazam here. That's not terrible. Yeah, what am I getting Alakazam on the board here if possible? So an Alakazam top deck would be good. We can knock out Rotom. They don't really have a great answer to Alakazam currently. Wellspring can't knock it out. The worst thing they can do is Sob me, though. They can trap something in the active spot, which is slightly concerning. Well, they have a 3 prizer on the board. We can try to KO at some point. Just swing the prize trade in our favor. We could win the game by going 1, 2, 3. All right. Or we just draw Alakazam right here, right now. No. All right, flip the script. Let's see what we got. We got the Alakazam. It's like I predicted. All right. We're pulling things off. I don't know if I'm going to get the knockout, though. Well, I can't get the knockout. Can I maybe get, like, a better play, though? Let's see. Wondrous Patch, Abra. Okay, it's not bad. Patch. Poffin. Knockout. Okay, that works. We hit the Alakazam. I wasn't expecting to, but we actually got there, so that's cool. We'll take our 1 prize. Perfect. Another Alakazam. Just what I wanted. We can now candy out a second Alakazam. But yeah, I think, like, ideally we want to, like, try to KO their Kangaskhan at some point. Because, like, kill the Rotom. If my opponent theoretically can, like, successfully kill Fez, like, they might Sob my Fez this turn, or they might just knock out the Fez, maybe. With double Hoot Hoot, it's possible they could knock out Fez here. We'll see. I guess I have no Teal Mask. But they're probably going to, like, Sob the Fez and trap it, and then I'm stuck for, like, 2 turns, right? So there is that. They might Saw Block my Fez, which forces me to have to set up a better play. Now we'll see. Terapagos. They might just go up Terapagos 2. They can't counter Catcher, so that's good. So they could kill Fez with Terapagos this turn, but they can't use counter Catcher, so we should be safe. Or they boss me with Crystal. Never mind. Yeah, they're going to kill Fez. I kind of predicted Fez wasn't going to be... I had to get the Fez, though. It worked out. That's fine. We can kill Terapagos here. Or maybe if we get lucky, we can knock out Kangaskhan. That would be pretty good, too. I don't think that's going to happen, though. Got Lillie. Okay. We'll candy out Alakazam again. I mean, I'm fine with just killing the active. Because my opponent still has to take 3 knockouts. I'm not going to rebench Fez, obviously, so... Maybe it's okay. We can grab Chandelure and Enriching Energy. That's pretty good, too. We get the Chandelure out. We get to see an extra card here. We both draw an extra card. They have 11 cards in hand. If I grabbed... Wait, can I knock out... Hold up. 30 for each card. Can I knock out Kangaskhan? If I had... Okay, if I had Boss, I could have. Maybe next turn we can knock out the Kangaskhan. With Chandelure. It'd be kind of cool if we could. But if they Iono, it's like the same difference, I guess. Maybe just hold the hand. Do I want to runaway draw? Just in case they play an Iono, right? If they... Well, like, without the Crystal, how are they going to knock me out if they Iono me? Now, we should be fine to Duduns. I think it's okay to play the Dudunsparce here. We got Battle Cage. Honestly... I actually don't know if I want to bump their stadium. Well, they're going to get rid of the double Noctowl, and then they get rid of one more Pokemon. I kind of like them having the Kangaskhan in play. But at the same time, though, I don't really want these Battle Cages in my hand. I'm very much considering not playing the Battle Cage and just letting their board stay big. They could play a Jamming Towers. They might have a way to, like, self-get rid of their own Pokemon. But, like, it just makes it super easy to win next turn if my opponent isn't playing Iono. A lot of Terror Boxes don't play Iono, so I'm just going to keep it. I could just win by gusting Kanga next turn. I don't know if this is correct, but we'll see. Because if we don't get Iono'd here, I just win. Plus, if they do Iono, how are they attacking me? Right? I guess they could do some shenanigans, but they also keep accumulating a big hand. I mean, literally, I could just Mind Ruler for game next turn. I mean, that's 12, 14 times 30. It's pretty good. Like, we can just blow up something on the bench next turn. Like, Chandelure could win us the game. Like, look at how big their hand is. We might not even need Alakazam. I mean, Alakazam would also probably just win the game next turn, obviously. But it'd be even cooler to use our GOAT Chandelure. Get a little bit of Chandelure action in here is kind of sick. It's a bit of a weird engine, but I don't know. The Chandelure is kind of cool. All right, what are they doing? They're passing. Really? Wait, they don't even do any... I guess they just gave up. What realistically could they have done, though? 18 cards in hand. Let's do this. Retreat. And just for content, we might as well 540 damage with Chandelure. Sick. Yeah, if they didn't have an Iono, there's nothing they could have done there. And that's why I didn't bump their stadium. Because I'm like, if they don't Iono me, I might as well leave the stadium in play so that Kangaskhan stays on board. And I can just win the game by going 1, 2, 3 as my prize map. And it worked out. All right, we had a grass deck. Yo, we might actually get more value out of Chandelure here. Our start's pretty solid, too. We got Call for Family. We got Buddy Poffin, Lillie's Determination. All good cards. Now, let's see what my opponent's got. Is it Mega Venusaur or is it some other grass deck? Oh, that's a good start. They get rid of an Iono. Cypher Maniac. Interesting. That's an interesting idea with Teal Mask. I guess it makes sense, because you can double Teal Dance and draw 2 cards, which can get you, like, forest combos. I don't hate that, actually. It's a cool concept. It made me be playing Mega Kangaskhan, too. The important thing is they lost an Iono, which is very, very good. Because they don't have unlimited Ionos, assuming they don't randomly play a Pal Pad. So that's good. And we have a good turn 1. We got Chandelure, Buddy Poffin. Let's see what we draw. Psychic. Okay, so Poffin. Chandelure's in there, right? Yeah. We actually will probably end up using Chandelure in this matchup. Depending on the outcome, it might even be better than Alakazam, and depending on like how many Ionos they end up using. Honestly, I'm just gonna burn the Battle Cage. I know it gets like rid of Force. I don't really care. Lillie, let's see what we got. I like what we got. In fact, this is a good time to call for family for another Litwick. And see, now our board is looking pretty good. We actually could just go in with Chandelure next turn. Do I want to do that, though? See, the thing is, I could save Chandelure for, like, a rainy day. Because if they do put, like, a Mega Venusaur in play, it's probably a lot easier to knock out with Chandelure than it is Alakazam. You know what I mean? I don't know. Going in, I can probably just kill them with the Alakazam. I don't know. Could play it safe, guarantee a KO with Chandelure, or I could just KO with Alakazam. I like both options. Because like I said, if they are playing Venusaur... Oh, no, they're just going to attack anyways. Let's see what we draw. Night Stretcher is pretty good, so they KO'd me. I would have had that. Alright, let's do Kadabra. Alright, we just boss kill Teal Mask. Alright, I guess we are going to go Chandelure after all. Look at that. Alluring Light. Pretty good. Draw 4 more cards. What do we got? Pretty good. Play this. See if we can find more good stuff. I was kind of hoping to get a Lampent. I mean, I could knock out... I could just Dawn here. Dawn seems okay, honestly, because I can at least set up another Chandelure. But they also have nothing going, so I may as well just knock out this. Now, my opponent could go Meganium here, knock out Chandelure, but then I could just respond with Alakazam. Dawn, honestly, might have been the better play, but I'm down just to prize race and just kill their Teal Mask. That seems fine. Yeah, this is fine. Dawn might have been the better play, like I said, but honestly, also leaving my board unevolved does make us less Iono-proof, technically, because it just means if I get an Iono and I can Kadabra, I can still accumulate cards. My opponent also needs to... Well, I mean, honestly, they don't need a lot to knock me out. Let's see if they can do it. They have Lillie. They need another Meganium and a Force of Vitality off this Lillie. And they don't have it, then we'll Dawn. No, they just scoop. Okay, no, Chandelure reigns supreme. Okay, we hit Gholdengo, which is fine. Our start's decent. At least I have a Buddy Poffin. Should just get these two. Yeah, we can beat Gholdengo. If my opponent gets turn 1 knockout, it's a little cringe. Unless I high roll Alakazam, we'll see. I like one turn where they don't knock me out gives me time to stabilize. And if we can get Chandelure out, we have even more coverage in Smash Up. Because Chandelure can knock out Gholdengo in one hit fairly easily, as it is weak to fire. But can my opponent just randomly high roll turn 1 Soul Rock? Let's see. Ooh, they're playing Lucario in the deck. That's probably not going to be very relevant. If they have the turn 1 Soul Rock, it's kind of bad. But I can still probably, like, I can maybe still get Alakazam out. It's not that concerning. It's just like, it's just annoying. If they find an Arven, they have it. Oh my god. Turn 1 Soul Rock? No, I hate you, Soul Rock. Worst case, they Prime Catcher my lone Abra. That would be very bad. I would not appreciate that at all. The only way this deck loses to Dengo is if they just draw the nuts. And they, like, attack every turn and we don't draw very well. Secret Box. Interesting. So no Prime Catcher. That's good. Like, you just basically... If they take 3 prizes before they put a Gholdengo down, you lose. That's basically how this matchup goes. If this thing can take 3 prizes before I attack, the game's over. If they don't have a Dengo on the board. I can't beat that. Turn 1 Soul Rock is still lame. Not much I can do about it. We'll see if we can get the knockout here. I'm going to Duns first, because I can still get Kadabra. Like, even if I get a Dawn, I'm probably still going to play it. Or we get Hilda. That works, too. Perfect. Thank heavens. We can kill this pesky Soul Rock. We do need more basics, though. Which, ooh, that did not give me any basics. Come on, give me a Buddy Poffin or something. There we go. Just a single app. Better than nothing. We're going to get killed by Dengo here, probably, but at least we got a prize. We didn't get run over, which is what I was scared of. pretty good. I like when I just randomly take the good prize. Now, can my opponent knock me out? Let's see if they have the Dengo. They have Secret Box. Can Secret Box turn into a knockout? Let's see. I wish I had more basics, though. The only downside about this turn, I drew 6 cards, and I still somehow got a single basic. No Litwicks. No backup Abras other than one. Like, just a pretty mediocre draw in total. And they had a Dengo in hand. It's pretty good, bro. Yeah, not finding Buddy Poffin is hurting. I kind of think this deck needs to play an Artisan or two, honestly. I mean, Battle Cage is necessary, but, like, I kind of want to put an Artisan in the deck. Because, like, I'm kind of lacking Pokemon at the moment. Which is not very good. We're kind of lacking Pokemon here. We have no basics. We're literally just keeping up by barely having any Pokemon in play. And I'm lucky I got this, because I honestly might have been in trouble if I didn't get the Alakazam there. Because my hand wasn't very good. Because we have to play Lillie. Is Lillie just worse in this deck than something? I don't know. Maybe we don't want to play Lillie. All right. I'm assuming they have it. They have Fez Secret Box, so they probably do have guaranteed knockout. But will I be able to keep up is the question. Because I need to set up a good board still. I need to get another Abra. This is awkward. I need to get like a third. I need a lot here in all honesty. I need more basics. That's what I need. And if I don't get more basics, we might be in some trouble. We need like... I don't know, we need something. We need to find Buddy Poffins. That's a card that seems to be pretty tough to find nowadays. That's what we need here is we need Poffins. Because I really want to get Chandelure into play in this matchup too. Because it's an extra attacker. If we can't keep up with Alakazam, at least we have Chandelure to fall back on, which ends up being pretty good because it can one-shot Gholdengo. My opponent could play Iono. That would suck. If they have an Iono in the deck, we might be in some trouble. That's another reason why I want to get Chandelure out. They do play an Iono. Look at that. But they discard it, though, which is kind of insane, actually. I don't know how good their hand is, but they had to get rid of an Iono, which tells me there's a lot of important cards in their hand. Because there's no way you get rid of Iono. It's a pretty good card to have in the deck. So that could be a good sign for us. Well, yeah. I need to find Pokemon, man. I need Pokemon. See if my opponent can get there. All right, Artisan. I don't think they're going to play that, but it would be nice if they did, because then I can get another basic down guaranteed. But they are going to play it. Okay, yes, thank you. They're going to get Soul Rock or another Gimme, but I'm okay with this, because I wanted them to play Artisan. And yeah, I do want to set up Chandelure, because if they do play a second Iono, I'm going to need the Chandelure. Because it's at least it's a lot easier to use Chandelure to kill a Gholdengo than an Alakazam off of an Iono, right? Especially if they Iono then coin bonus and stuff. So I actually really want to get Chandelure out if I can. I can't find basics, man. I can't find Buddy Poffin, bro. I don't want to lose because this matchup is supposed to be super easy, but like finding Buddy Poffin, like I said, is one way to lose a game. So hopefully we can find more Buddy Poffins here and keep up in this matchup. This Lillie maybe could just be a better card. I don't know. Is Lillie good in this deck? I don't know. Please give me something good. A Dawn would be more than enough. Okay, another Abra's good. I will take it. I don't even have the attack. I still need energy too. This is not great. No attack there. Okay, at least we got Artisan. Play 2... Honestly, I don't even want to bump the Battle Cage. I don't even want to bump their stadium, but I kind of have to. So I need to find an energy here. But I'm not even going to get a knockout now, so I guess it doesn't matter. That's fine. Even if we're whiffing, it's not the end of the world. Yeah. We can probably afford to like whiff one turn. It's not that big of a deal. But it is wasting a rare candy, and I don't have much else to do here. The best I got. If we can buy a turn, this works pretty well. We have a pretty good board state. I need to find another... I either need to sack a prize here, or I need to find a rare candy. Ooh. They got Jenny. Not good. This is one way to lose to Dengo. This matchup is supposed to be super easy, but no. This is actually pretty bad. If I don't take a prize next turn, I think I just lose the game. Yeah, I just lose next turn if I don't take a prize, now that I think about it. Because, like, I'm going to be too far behind to win. Oh, man, this is rough. This is rough. Yeah, if I don't get a prize here, we lose. I can't win if I don't take a prize. Wow. That sucks. Watchtower? What? Okay, good thing we got Battle Cage in hand. That's scary. Alright, well, it's down to this. If I do not take a prize here, the game is over. Hopefully we can do it. We'll manage. Ideally, we take a prize with Chandelure. It'd be a bit easier. Okay. Come on. Give me some good. No. Not what I'm looking for yet. Our last candy's in the deck. I think I'm going for it. We're going to go for the Lillie. Lillie and Prey. Ooh, we're close. Okay, we're very close. We are very, very close. We just need Chandelure and we have the knockout. Come on. Okay, Great Ball's good. Is it better to play the Great Ball, or... I think it's still correct to Duns first. Night Stretcher... I'm going to have to go for it. If I bench Fez, I still lose. I lose if I bench Fez. I can't really bench Fez anymore. I have to Chandelure off this. Yes, let's go. Oh my gosh, we're still in it. Yo, shout out Chandelure. Actually ended up being pretty good in this situation because we were lacking in Alakazams. All right, good. And we can give them a free card, which forces them to... or force us to take a KO. Okay, thank heavens. All right, now I think we're chilling. Because now we should hopefully be able to take the last couple prizes and wrap the game up. Damn, that was close. Let's see what our two prizes are going to be. Another Duduns and a Dawn. That's pretty good, too. Okay, we might wrap this up. If they have one more Iono, it gets sketchy, but at least I can still attack with another Chandelure next turn if I get lucky. Well, actually, I have it. I have Hilda. We might have wrapped the game up, folks. That got really scary really fast. We got lucky we got the second Chandelure out. This deck should just play 4 candies, honestly. Now, the more I'm playing this deck, the more I realize this should be playing 4 copies of Rare Candy. Yeah, I really like 4 candy. I think 4 candy would be really good in here. Because, like, if we don't hit Chandelure there, the game ends. Like, we literally just lose. Because my opponent just out-tempoed me. Because we whiffed a KO that crucial turn. So, like, this deck should play more Rare Candy. Chandelure is actually really good. I think we've used it every single game so far, which is crazy. Yeah, we've used it almost every game. This card has been really good. Just being a fire type is good. I don't know what to tell you. Otherwise, we would have been creamed by the Dengo here if we didn't have Chandelure in the deck. So we're getting lucky the Chandelure's bailing us out. They have Mega Lucario. The question is, do they play 2 Iono? If they have 2 Iono, I'm in trouble. They might be playing 2 Iono. They're playing Watchtower. Watchtower Iono is a pretty good combo, but, like, I don't think they're playing 2 Iono because, like, that seems pretty bad in Gholdengo, but they could have 2 Iono. I'll see if they play a second Iono. This is why I need to set up another Chandelure, because the more Chandelure... Can I even set up another Chandelure? I don't know. Ooh, they're bossing. They're not going to kill the Chandelure. They're going to go after Dunsparce. Okay. This is fine, too, because I can just knock out Soul Rock and then gust something for game. This game will come down to a boss, basically, right? This is fine. I get the logic, though. I think the better play there is to probably take out the Chandelure, though, no? I think it's still correct to KO Chandelure in that situation. This is fine, though. I'm okay with this. Okay. So we're looking... Honestly, I think we just attack with Alakazam here. I don't want to use Chandelure. I think KO on the Soul Rock is fine, because we just need Gust to win, which shouldn't be that bad. In fact, if we just make our board big, what are they going to do? We'll see if they have... Also, if they have another Iono, it is better to keep the Chandelure around, right? I kind of want to set up a second one, then. There's nothing left. Let me check. We got Alakazam, Chandelure. They're in there. Okay. Want the Night Stretcher for the Psychic Energy. That's okay. I was hoping to get Chandelure off the Alakazam. Trying to think. Is there ever a reason to Pal Pad here? Pal Pad for Hilda. If the game comes down to a boss, I might not need it. I think I just knock him out. My opponent could use Soul Rock here again with a Premium Power Pro and a boss, I guess. I don't know if they have another Soul Rock. Let's see. They do. I guess if they have Premium Power, they go Premium Power Pro boss. Never mind, okay, they just concede. Okay. I was like, if they go Premium Power Pro boss, kill Lampent or something, that's awkward. But I had game in hand, so it didn't really matter. I don't know. If they didn't have an Iono, we just can't lose there. Probably not. We had Chandelure. Like, Chandelure wraps the game up on Gholdengo. Chandelure came in clutch. Yeah, this deck definitely needs to play 4 Rare Candy for sure. Ooh, Evil Tall. So I can't bench Fez. Everything can move or attack, though, if we don't bench Psyduck or Shaymin. Ooh, we hit Sharpedo. Okay, we can be Sharpedo. Our start's not great, though. We have no energy. No supporter is kind of the big thing. Kind of insane we have no supporter. Hopefully we can draw something here, because we might be in some trouble. Because, like, okay, we definitely get Abra for sure. I think Nest Ball gets Abra, but the question is, do I play the Great Ball? Because this could be a Duns next turn, which I might need if my opponent doesn't get turn 2 Sharpedo, which they probably will. Unfortunately, they did start Evil Tall, which is, like, the best starter they probably could have got, just because literally it allows them to easily attack next turn, which is pretty bad. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we draw, like, Lillie here or something. A Lillie would be a good top deck. An Energy would be okay. A Dawn wouldn't be bad either. Even a Hilda is, like, not bad. So I can at least do Find a Friend and get more stuff going. Because right now, it's not a great start. We'll see if my opponent's able to KO me next turn. They should be able to. They started Evil Tall. Can I get a good draw, please? No. Just a pile of nothing. Guess we have to play Great Ball. Just a complete brick start. Oh my gosh. Please, Great Ball, give me something good. Alright, we gotta take Fez. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna pass. I really do not want to bench Fez, but I'm probably gonna have to just to play the game. Because my start sucked somehow. We got no outs to doing anything. We also got the infamous do not get a turn 1 Buddy-Buddy Poffin. So hopefully everything goes well. They could just boss my Abra here. That would suck. Yeah, I really do not want to put Fezandipiti into play, but I'm probably forced to. Unless I top deck something. Okay, they're going to Iono me. That's fine. You know what? That helps. That's a good Iono. That's a good Iono. Okay. I don't think we're knocking this thing out next turn, but that's a good start at least. I am very happy to be Iono'd into an Rare Candy Alakazam. All right, there we go. Now it's not too bad. We might stand a chance now. We can Dawn. We can do stuff. We're still like a little behind, but hopefully we're able to get some good things going here. Yeah, we don't mind falling behind. Also, them burning in an Iono is actually not even that bad for us. Plus, then I don't have to bench Fez, which I'm happy to not do. There's no way I'm KOing Sharpedo, right? It's like not happening. There's no shot the Sharpedo gets KO'd here. Yeah, probably not going to happen. Like, I could Dawn for Fez. Yeah, there's no way I'm killing Sharpedo. There's no reason to go for, like, some weird Fez play there. There's no way I'm knocking the Sharpedo out. We'll just two-shot it, which is fine. Now, they might have Monkey Dory, which we have to watch out for. Then I need those battle cages. That went to the bottom of the deck. I could Dawn first, but I still need to find supporters, so I'm probably not Dawning first. Because I know there's still supporters near the middle, so I think I'm just going to do this first. Hopefully this is the correct assessment. Yeah, we got a Lillie, which is better than Dawn. Like I said, supporters near the bottom of the deck paid off pretty well, I would say. I mean, I guess we ship Poffin. Probably could have gotten another Litwick, honestly. I don't know. Yeah, I probably should have gotten another Litwick there out of the deck. We're probably going to two-shot the Sharpedo. We'll see if my opponent gets double Monkey going. That would suck. Thankfully, we still have Rare Candy Alakazam, and yeah, I should have thinned out another Litwick. I just don't want to put two Litwicks into play. I don't really need two Chandelure, but maybe I should have thinned out the Litwick just to have the extra Chandelure. All right, now they're just not benching Monkey at all. All right, love to see it. That's even easier for me to manage. Can I two-shot this next turn? They are monkeying, so it's looking like it could happen. My opponent is not doing Adrenabrain, so that's good. I have to get a Kadabra next turn, though. Or at least try to establish Chandelure as a secondary attacker, because I'm running out of Rare Candy Alakazams. I can't win the game by just spamming Rare Candy Alakazam. And Greedy Fang's actually good for us. It lets their hand be bigger for Chandelure, which is pretty funny. All right. We're looking for a good card. Honestly, another Lillie wouldn't be bad. No. It's not what I wanted. All right. Hopefully we can take a knockout here. Let's see what the old Alakazam blesses us with. It's not bad. I'm going to get Kadabra. I don't know if we're getting a knockout, though. If we get the Duns here, that would be good. Or Rare Candy Chandelure or something. I don't know. Let's see. No. It's not a KO, right? I'm not trolling. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 160. Yeah, no knockout. That sucks. No KO. Oh, boy. Whiffing turn 2 knockout is unfortunate. This is the one thing I don't like about this deck. The Chandelure is cool, but, like, I'm not using it, and it kind of hurt me here because now I have, like, this could have been a Dunsparce, which probably would have got me the knockout. I still like them being board locked. I'm still probably just going to do this. It's going to still knock out a Pokemon. I want to do something. Attacking in the Sharpedo doesn't seem terrible, but, I mean, we could potentially go, like, 1, 2, 3 for a game if my opponent benches Fezandipiti or something, so I'm going to do that. The only reason I also didn't want to do that, though, is I didn't want to give my opponent access to, I didn't want to give them access to Monkey Dory, but I don't know. I think it's fine to kill the Carvanha there. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have, because now if I do get a Lillie, I'm not going to be able to get full value out of Lillie. Maybe I should have just attacked into the active. That might have been the better play, honestly. I don't know. Maybe I should have killed the Yveltal, actually. Yeah, maybe I should have just killed Yveltal there. That might have been better, in all honesty, now that I think about it. I don't know. Because they're going to cameo the Yveltal here, which is pretty annoying. So maybe it might have been better to take out their Yveltal. I didn't really consider the fact that they can just use Yveltal to knock out Alakazam. That's pretty good. Still no Monkey Dory, though. I could always boss kill the Sharpedo, too, which is cool. Yeah, we'll see. I need some better cards here, though, next turn. Ooh, they're going to Iono me. All right, you know, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. This gives me, hopefully, a better hand to work with. Yeah, it's not bad. Pal Pad is okay. I don't think I play Pal Pad here, though. Do I promote Duns? Because there's a good chance I get the Dunsparce. I gotta just go Kadabra still. If I whiff a KO here, this game is probably just over. Okay, no knockout whiff. But I might need that. Taking my Abras back. Okay, I honestly wouldn't mind getting Tulip. No. I'm probably just going to end up Lillying. Okay, now I'm in a weird spot. I could Night Stretcher for... I need to get Abra back into play. My other Abra's prized. We can get Chandelure into play, though. We have an extra attacker to work with. Depending if they have another Iono, though. Because I'm, like, very much considering just trying to set up the Chandelure. I might have to. I'm kind of forced to, unfortunately. Just such a awkward draw on my end. Let's see what we can do. Okay, see? Look at that. Easy peasy. This gives us an extra attacker. And if my opponent doesn't Iono me, we can use Chandelure. Might actually get double Chandelure going, which is pretty good. I guess not with this hand. Alright, well. Knockout. We have to find Tulip next turn, or else we're going to lose the game. We find Tulip, we're still in it. Maybe? What's our prize? Duduns? Okay. I could have benched Fez. That would have been a misplay, though, because then if they just have Boss here, they just game ends, basically. All right, no Iono. Unless the respec is unfair stamp. If it is, that's pretty bad. The question is, will I be able to knock the Sharpedo out? I don't know if I will be able to. That is pretty bad. If we get boss next turn, I could boss KO a Toxtricity with Chandelure. This is rough. I need to make sure, if I can get a KO with Chandelure, I might be okay. If I can kill the Sharpedo with Chandelure, we might have a chance. Just couldn't find Tulip, and I couldn't get a backup Abra. I could have risked it and obviously went Night Stretcher for Abra and then would try to draw into a Psychic Energy. That might have been the better play in all honesty. I don't know. Maybe that was just overall better. Now I am punished for not attacking into Sharpedo earlier because I could have two-shot this easier with Chandelure. And now they're just going to retreat to the other Sharpedo. It's not great. If I get Gust, this could work out. We might still have a chance to win this. I just can't bench Fez, though, which kind of sucks. And they still Greedy Fang. Well, 9 cards in hand. Still not a knockout, but that's pretty funny. Okay, let's see what we draw. Luminous. Start with this. Enriching Energy. Actually, 300 damage. We're close to KOing the Sharpedo in the active spot. If they had one more card in hand, I would have knocked the Sharpedo out with Chandelure. Oh, that is crazy. Dude, if we had like a Defiance Band or something, I would have killed this. So we actually came very close to killing this thing. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Well, this is pretty rough. I don't have a choice. I have to bench Fez and hope that we draw a boss. I have to bench Fez. We didn't get boss. And that is the end of the game. 2 boss in the deck. See, I should have... I don't know. I should just kill the Evil Tall when I had the chance. I just could never... I unfortunately just couldn't chain another thing together. If I had double Chandelure in play, we had a decent chance. Because I could have Chandelure twice here. And I actually would have had the knockout. If I kill them with Chandelure without benching Fez, and they don't Iono, I actually could win the game. But now there's nothing we can do, unfortunately. We're literally 10 damage short of winning the game. That's crazy. They probably have boss. I haven't played one yet. There's a pretty good chance they have boss here. We lost. I'm 10 damage shy of... Even if they don't boss, I can't win anyways. I can't take 4 prizes. We were 10 damage shy of winning. That is insane. Or at least of potentially doing something crazy. This is why this is Bad Deck Friday. Because Chandelure doesn't get the job done. We almost killed this. If this deck literally ran like a damage modifier, dude, even a Vitality Band would have gotten the knockout. Oh my gosh, bro. So close. I maybe could have played the game better. We just never found Tulip either. That also kind of hurt. We never got a Tulip or anything established. I'm trying to think. Is there anything we can do next turn? There's no way, right? I needed some kind of like bench snipe attack or something. I don't know. There's nothing I can do. We basically had to take a prize on the Sharpedo. Because what I was thinking is we go boss KO this. And then if they don't Iono, then maybe we can just wrap up game on the last Sharpedo to win. So we had a line if I found Gust. But unfortunately, I did not find Gust. And I never found Tulip, so I never could reestablish Alakazam. So maybe what I should have done is I should have benched... I should have maybe just Night Stretchered for Abra instead. All right, let's see if they get boss here. Just put me out of my misery. I can't win anyways, but just put me out of my misery. Just play the boss. Yes. All right, there we go. Nothing I can do. We just had crucial turns where we whiffed KOs on Sharpedo, which is not good. Because otherwise, I think this matchup is actually really good. Also, my opponent didn't even put a Monkey Dory in play, which made it even easier. But we just had kind of the short end of the stick of good draws, which didn't do me many favors, unfortunately. There you go. That is Alakazam Chandelure in action. It's a cool little deck here from Japan. I think the deck needs to play 4 candies, like I said. You could toy around the supporter engine. The Lilies were okay. Obviously, it's anti-synergistic with Alakazam. It's not terrible with Chandelure, though, because it doesn't affect your opponent's hand, which is cool. So, I don't know. This deck is an interesting concept. I think it is just a worse, like, Alakazam the Dunsparce deck. The Chandelure is not bad. We actually used it quite a bit in this video. It actually ended up being pretty decent, especially if your opponent doesn't you know, do an Iono ever, like, this thing can accumulate a lot of damage really quickly. We were literally 10 damage shy of killing a Mega Sharpedo with this thing, which is crazy. So it is still cool, though, and it had a decent result in a City League, so I did want to highlight it here on the channel, because there is a lot of cool ways to play Alakazam, and the Chandelure concept is definitely pretty clean for sure. Hope you enjoyed the video on the deck. If you did, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. We are on the road to, what is it? 86,000/90K/100,000 subs here on the channel. You can check out my second channel for even more content from me down below. And you can check out my sponsors. Use code LDF if you get anything over there to help support the channel. And I'll see you on another video. Bye-bye.